Hello, I'm back, but this time I'm joined by a friend of mine, John.
Hi.
John Ainscough, who's from Bolton. And we went to Portugal for 7 nights, to Lisbon, Estoril, and...
Cascais.
yes, something like that, something unpronounceable. Yes, over to you, John.
And here we are with some scenic photographs of a lift, which is apparently very famous in Portugal.
And yeah, these are the views.
I don't know, there's a slight Agatha Christie feel to that whole
Oh,
journey.
the lift?
Yeah.
Yes, the lift was, yes, I know what you mean.
But no one got murdered or anything.
No. Oh, hey, it's very, well, not quite fashionable. Lots of people hang their laundry out of the windows in Portugal. But it's warm all year round, and you can tell there how blue the sky is. The weather was very good, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, yeah. Absolutely frightening, some I'd imagine. But and that's the Portuguese Parliament, as you can see, a well-scrubbed building.
Well, you were saying before to say that most of the buildings are quite immaculate, aren't they?
How do we explain this?
Oh yeah, the botanical gardens. Yeah.
Yes, with some extremely weird statues in.
Well, I don't think you can explain it really. I think the silence there, I think, says it all.
Yeah. And it just gets weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
Culminating in this.
Yes, I really don't know what that was all about.
I mean, you wouldn't want to be going around there in the dark and come across that. Was this where we came across that very nice band?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't get a photo of them, unfortunately. But was that Portuguese folk music? I can't remember.
No, it's more sort of pop, rocky
Pop,
stuff.
was it? It sound very old there. Pop, rocky stuff.
Oh, the Fado.
Oh yes, this is the two ladies I like. There was one that looked like Pauline Collins and the other one who looked like Joanna Lumley. You'll see her in a minute, and you can tell that she's absolutely singing her heart out, just by the look on her face.
She is the scariest woman in Portugal.
So that was an enjoyable evening, apart from some other people who kept talking. A bit like me in this commentary.
Where are we now? Oh yes, the main castle in Lisbon that had an extremely large number of cats hanging around it, as I recall.
Yes, I remember. Oh, those are the steps that we went down.
Oh yes, and counted.
And it was a dead end. Yeah. So we had to go. It was 151 in the end. It was. I remember. Very important information.
Yes, and that's some lovely views of the Port Lisbon skyline. That's me hanging off the edge, trying to look comfortable. Oh yes, I think we're coming up to the monastery now, and this is what you do if you conquer Brazil. You can build yourself a ridiculously large monastery.
Yes, it's a World Heritage Site, I think, isn't it? Yeah.
And that just confirms that is the tomb of Mr. da Gama. So I don't think that photo does justice to the...
Well, I was surprised it came out at all, actually. Because it was very dark in there. And I'm surprised actually let you take photos.
Yeah, I mean the stonework here is just beautiful. Oh yes, this is the most impressive fascist monument in Europe.
You can't tell, but from the outside, but it's got a lift in it, and you can go up. And these are the views from the top of it. I was quite surprised.
Yeah, and you go up very, very high.
Yes, it is.
and you've only got a tiny amount of space to stand in, so it's actually quite terrifying. As you can see from the photograph of me trying to look nonchalant. Oh, that's the map of the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the bottom.
Yes, and my foot is just pointing to Lisbon.
Oh yes, that's the. I think it's the Bethlehem Tower.
Belém Tower. Bethlehem, I think that's somewhere else. Yeah, that's another world.
And that's the. Was it cream cakes?
The cake, they were custard cakes, I think, is the rough translation. And oh yes, the Chinese pavilion,
which has got to be seen to be believed.
Lovely stuff done.
You don't often come into a pub and find action man soldiers. And the cocktails there were slightly expensive, it's got to be said.
Yes, they were very good. And that's good in the hotel. The hotel was better in the pictures you saw earlier.
Oh yeah, this is the jazz pub. I think it was the Catacombs.
Well, I had the world's largest Johnny Walker.
That is a single allegedly, from which you can only conclude they have very generous portions in Lisbon.
And that's when my flash went off in the aquarium when it wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, and we were nearly thrown out.
I think this is Lisbon's answer to Salford Quay. Oh, and that's the Vasco da Gama Bridge was at one point the longest in Europe, I believe.
And this is us drinking cherry brandy, which we did on a frequent basis. It's compulsory if you go to Lisbon that we drink cherry brandy.
That was it. I'd buy you one and you'd buy me one, so that we went separately, so it looked like we'd only had one each.
That was the other Fado house.
Yeah, you can't tell. I remember the lights were red there. It was rather odd, but I think it's the flash from the camera that's done that. Oh, Sintra is very pretty place, a beautiful building.
It's a very pretty town just outside Lisbon that we nearly didn't get to.
Oh yes, we ended up going completely wrong, didn't we? Ended up in the middle of nowhere.
That's a very, very odd statue.
And that's a post office. But it's a listed building.
Oh yes, this is the main castle in Sintra, which was built by the Moors, I believe, and again, we nearly didn't get to it.
Oh yes, yes, I remember now. I'm not going to mention it. Yeah, I thought this place had a strange ambience.
Yes, it was massive. It was a huge castle. I say with these absolutely stunning views. And I think later on you do an impression of Sarah Palin, the former American vice presidential candidate.
Yes, I see. Yes, I know what you mean now. Yes, I think it's just coming. I've already done it. Oh no, there I am.
Yeah.
Shooting any foreigners.
Yes, and on the way down we took some photos of the other lovely palaces in Sintra that we really couldn't be bothered going to.
Oh, this was a nice day. It was the last day, wasn't it, Estoril? We didn't really do very much at all, did we?
That apparently should make a really frightening sound when it's...
But it didn't.
It didn't.
Because it was too calm.
Yeah.
Bye-bye!